Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, bringing you another FIFA Ultimate Team video. We are getting into the second game of Division 10, and I decided to show this game for a number of reasons, mostly because this is going to be my first game against a semi-pro opponent. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Well, the spirits are very high. Start the season with a win is the very best medicine, really, and to get 2 wins in a row really would make them look ahead with great optimism.
Yeah, I mean, it would be laying down a marker so early on in the season. 2 wins out of 2. It's there for them here, I think.
Referee satisfied everything's okay.
All right, so right off the bat here, we are going to be starting with the ball, and I know it's not such a big deal to play up against a semi-pro opponent, trust me. But for me, this was the first time I went up against the difficulty being this high, and you can see getting off a decent start, but I'm going to be deflecting that ball wide. And getting into it here, a few more minutes into the game, going to be trying to move the ball up the field here. We have Canales, I believe his name is. He's our team captain, moving the ball up over here, and this one is actually going to be shot just to the right of the goalpost here. Unfortunately, not going to be enough to get in. You can see he tried to put finesse on that shot, but not quite doing it here. So still 0-0, and now the opposing team, UC, going to be trying to do some damage here, moving up the field. This is very shortly after the last clip I just played, and we're going to see what the semi-pro AI can do here. And he does have some pretty decent skills. Moving up, he's actually getting really close here and does just miss the post there. So a little bit of a dangerous moment for the G-Dogs here already early on in this game. Defense is really going to have to step it up. Semi-pro is by no means a very difficult AI at all for people who are veterans of the series, for sure. But for someone like me who's just recently gotten into the game and really, still learning the ropes here, it still can present a bit of a challenge here. Now we have a striker sprinting right past the entire defense and having a clear shot on the net, and he hits the post. What a disappointing finish there. Otherwise, like, that definitely should have been a goal. And the same player here, Dario is his first name, moving up here. This time he's going to pass it. Maybe a bit of an ill-advised pass. It wasn't the greatest, and we have some physicality happening here in the box, and he actually gets thrown right out of the field, but there's going to be no penalty. Instead, we're going to set up for a corner kick here. So we're going to see if we can get some damage done on the corner kick here. The first half is winding down. We are not going to get anything going right away, but we still have offensive possession here. We're going to try to do a little bit of juking and jiving here into the box, and that shot just goes wide. Seguin there just misses the net again. Actually, maybe that was a little bit more wide than I initially thought, but still, we're having the same issues we had in the previous game early on here. Unable to get any actual damage done. We keep presenting a lot of different attacks, but we can't hit the net, and that's our biggest issue here. This play is just sick here from UC. Lots of really fancy footwork. There's going to be a cross going through, and it could have been dangerous, but not quite. Ball's going to go wide again, and that's going to actually finish off the first half here. So going into the second half, or actually, look, we're going to have a goal kick before the second half takes place here. Going to be trying to get something done here. Nice header. And actually, the ball gets taken away, but we get it right back here. And now we have the same player who's had many chances before, Dario, going to try to cut in here, and he is going to have a nice shot. Oh, it goes right off the post. That's just ridiculous. As the half truly winds down now, it looks like that's going to do it. Yeah, so still 0-0 before we move into the second half. So here we go. Again, this time, during this game, we had a pretty easy time getting a lot of offensive chances here. You can see a second one, or actually not a second one, sorry, like a sixth one, more or less, coming here in the second half. And still, their goalie was playing really, really well, so we weren't able to get anything done. And now this time, UC is marching up the field here. They have a pretty decent amount of numbers here. Looks like he might try for a cross. The cross is there, but it gets defended relatively well. The attack is not finished yet, though. Moving back into the box here. Actually, solid defense there. Going to be taking that ball right back and then giving it away once again. And this has been a theme here in the first 2 videos, where the G-Dogs have been giving the ball away in the defensive end here pretty often, and that's something that really needs to stop, because we can see this attack is still going here, and there's going to be a cross finally Not quite as well executed as he would have liked, and our goalie is going to be able to just pick it up here. And this time, goalie going to be starting a drive of our own as we try to get the ball out of our half. Another defensive giveaway here, but this time G-Dogs are able to recover, and that is usually what happens when I make that type of mistake. But now we are on the offense. We actually have 4 guys against 3 here, breaking on in. This time, he is going to put that ball home. Dario is going to finally score the first goal of the game here in the 81st minute. It was a pretty tense game, and Dario is definitely very happy. His last name is like Kvenich or something like that. I really can't say it, but Dario is his first name, and he's been a pretty sweet player on our team so far. Even if this is his first goal, I think getting lots of chances. He's quick on his feet, and I like having him on the field. So really happy with his play so far, and that is going to get us the 1-0 lead against a semi-pro AI here. Dario Svitanich is his name. And now the G-Dogs have one mission. They just have to stop UC from scoring. And with about 5 minutes left in the second half here, it looks like UC is going to try to mount their final attack of the game. And this guy's got some speed. All of a sudden, he's on the other side of the field. I barely even knew what happened. And he's got some footwork as well. They seem to do really well in this end. And this one's going to be a cross, which is actually going to ring right off the crossbar. That was so close to just ending the game right there, and you can see tying the game right there, and you see the G-Dogs trying to clear the ball out and actually give the ball back over to UC and giving them another chance now. 2 minutes on extra time, and that was a beautiful cross, and it was incredibly close to hitting the post there. Goalie didn't seem to think that he was going to have to work too hard for this, and this angle isn't the greatest, but trust me, that was so close. And that's actually going to do it there. G-Dogs are going to take their second win of the season and go ahead and keep an undefeated record. Now, I have like 20 seconds to tell you this. We had some major technical difficulty recording the next couple games. Both games, something different happened, and it was terrible, but I had to play the game out anyway, and I ended up winning both of them. So what that means is we actually finished in first place in Division 10 and promoted over to Division 9. So next time you see us, we're going to be in Division 9. This time not missing any games. I do apologize for that, but I'll give you an update on our roster. You'll see we got some nice new players, and we'll see you guys then. Thanks very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are enjoying it.